Okay. So, yeah, hello. Hi, Lakshmi. Very good evening.
Uh, Hi, good morning.
Yeah, so it's in India, it's evening. In USA, it is morning now.
Yeah, morning, 9:30.
So I hope you have practiced
Yeah, I have
for the
practice.
last class. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. So did you also revised like also have you revised all the concepts which I have taught? For example, the indentation. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. So what is indentation basically in Python? Like in simple words.
Yeah, they, if you there is a space needed. If you won't give spaces, error will occur.
Yes. For
One
example, there is
statement
a
to
line of code, and then afterwards there is a print function. Okay.
yeah,
So that print function will occur if there is this first line. Then after
yes,
the first line, for example, there is if statement, and which I
mm,
will explain in the later classes. So if there
yes,
is if statement, and if that is there, then the print function for it to be executed, it has the print function, that line has to start with some four like
tab.
four
We
spaces.
need to use
Okay.
some tab. Mm.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So then only it will be getting printed. So regarding like Lakshmi, regarding this indentation, I will explain more. Okay, gradually,
Okay,
because when you will come across with many more examples, when we will deal with many such concepts like list and tuple, and when we will have more lines of code. Okay. So at
okay,
that time, you will be able to understand more nuances of the indentation, or more
okay,
intricacies of this indentation, and how actually it works. Okay. So for just for now, I have given a very simple idea, and that is what very much important actually for now. Okay, so if I explain to you like many more analogies now only, or many more concepts, or many more examples, then you might get confused also. So that's why I
okay,
just gave very basic idea about what is indentation. And if we don't use indentation, then we have a syntax error. Okay.
yeah.
For example, if we use one line, if we write a statement, if 5 is greater than 2, and then the second line of the code, if we start without any spaces, like for example, the print function, then what will happen, Lakshmi? It
Error
will give
will come.
error
It
will
will
come.
give error.
Very
Yeah.
nice. Yes, very nice. Okay. And the variables. So what are the variables in Python?
Int, string, float.
No, no, no. Variables.
Uh,
Like how will you define what is a variable?
and you mean what are the conditions?
No, not the conditions, but
Okay,
what is the variable? So what does the variable store?
not getting the question.
Yeah, I am asking. For
Okay,
example, like we have a variable x. Okay.
okay.
So that
Uh,
x variable, what it will store? It will store.
integer. It will
Yeah, it
it,
can store any such type of data.
any
Okay,
any yeah,
yeah, any type of data. For example, integer, or it could be string,
string,
or it
float, or
could be a float. Very nice. Yeah. So it could be float value, or it could be um some more different types of data types values are there. So then that variable will store that. Okay. So it could be integer or string or float value, or in integer we have also complex function. Okay, so complex number. So I will come across that different type of data types. So today we will get into that. And you also have attempted that quiz which I shared, so which was shared in the LMS portal. Did you
no,
attempt
yesterday
that
I have
quiz?
tried it. It is not visible. Today I am seeing. I will attempt after
Okay,
this class.
okay, fine. But you are
Yeah.
able to see that quiz now?
Yeah, today I have seen. Yesterday it was not visible. Yesterday it is going next one. Uh, Module 2 it is showing the quiz. Module 1 I didn't see any quiz yesterday.
Okay. Mhm.
Yeah,
No problem, no problem. So now
yeah.
you're able to see, no? Yeah.
Now
You can,
it is visible. Day 1
yeah,
Python
you can,
variable quiz 1, quiz 2.
yes. You can attempt it after this class. So in the last class, basically I gave a very I told about how we can store the string value. Yes.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
whenever we want to store a string data type in a variable, then
Mm.
at that time, what do we have to use? Which marks we have to use?
Quotations, single quotation
Quotation
or
marks
double
we have to use.
quotation. Yeah,
Yeah, it could be single quotation marks or double quotation marks.
double
Okay.
quotation.
And if at all we want to print a number or a numerical value, then
It's just name. We can write number. We don't have to
yeah,
put any
any
quotation.
quotation marks. Yes.
No need.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if we want to print some value, okay, if we want to print some value, it could be any type of data, any type of data type. For
Mm,
example, it could be string or it could be integer, and we
mm.
want to print that without a new line, okay,
Yeah.
without making it in a new line. So what parameter we will use?
End parameter.
End parameter.
End
Fantastic.
parameter.
Okay. So then this is there. And also using the print function, whenever we have integer values, okay, it could be integer values or it could be some any type of numerical value. Then
Mm.
what we can do, we can also compute mathematics or mathematical
Arithmetic
functions.
operation. Yeah.
Yes, mathematical operations we can compute inside the print function. Okay.
Yes.
And if at all we want to print the mixture of a string value and a numerical value, how we can do that? What is the best way we can do that?
We can separate with comma.
We can separate with the comma. Very good.
Comma.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the single line comment. For single line comment, what we will use?
Line comment we can use. Mm.
Yeah. For example, if at all like comments we will use in Python to explain the code. Okay.
Mm.
So then
Mm.
for writing a single line code, then how we will make it as a comment? Because every line in a like whenever we are writing the code in a
Mm.
Jupyter notebook or the cell, so at that
Mm.
time it will be considered as a code only. Then
Yeah.
if we want to make it as a comment and to explain the code as a single line,
For single
at
line
that
comment we can use end only, right?
no, single line comment we will use hash.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, hash one. Yeah.
hash.
For
Okay, so at
multi-line,
the
we can
beginning,
use that double quotes 3 times, and with double quotes 3 times. Yeah.
double quotes, no. That is for multi-line comments. Okay.
Yeah,
So
multi-line. Mm.
for multi-line comments, you have to use triple
Triple.
quotation
Yeah.
marks.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So that is also called document string. That is also called
Documents.
document string or doc string. I will explain that. So basically, it is used to explain the code. Okay, whenever
Yeah.
there is a block of code, and we want to make it like for the others who will see our code. So for them, if we want to explain, and they can understand, okay, what is this code doing? So then we can write a comment. So for
Okay.
single line comment, we will use a hash at the
Hash.
beginning of the
Yeah.
comment. And for multi-line comments, we will use triple quotation
Triple
marks. Okay.
quotation.
So it could be triple double quotation marks or it could be triple single quotation marks. So what do you mean by triple double quotation marks? You understand, no? There are double quotation marks and there are single quotation marks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will just share my screen.
Okay.
I will open Jupyter. Yeah, I hope you're able to see my screen.
Yeah.
So I was telling about when we wish to write a single line comment, that time we will just write a hash at the
Yeah.
beginning of the. If at all we wish to write a multi-line comment, at that time we have to use
Triple.
triple double quotation marks, and in this
Okay.
we can write that this is a multi-line comment. And then at the last also we will write the double quotation marks, or else for multi-line comment we can also use triple single quotation marks. So one, two, three. Okay. And then in this we can write our multi-line comment. Okay. And also we can end with the triple single quotation marks. Okay. So these are all the ways you can write the comment. Got it?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. So for variable, what are the conditions? You can tell me. What are the
Yeah.
conditions variable?
It can start with a underscore. It when
Yes.
it cannot start with a number.
Okay.
It can start with any lower digit or lower alphabet or upper alphabet.
Yes.
There is no spaces and yeah, there is
Yeah.
no space.
And also, uh, the variable names, they should be case sensitive. They are
Case sensitive.
the
Yeah.
variable names, they are very case sensitive. Means
Yes.
if
Yes.
you write age equals to 35 and the age equals to
Both are
uh,
different variants.
35. Yeah. So both are different variables. Okay. Yes. And a variable name, okay, a variable name, it should not be
Not Python variant. Python.
Python keywords. Not be uh should not be uh from the list of Python keywords. Okay. So what are those Python keywords? I will just give you the list of the Python keywords. Also, what you can do, Lakshmi, is that I am sending the notes also in the group
Mm.
chat. You can see, no, I have sent
Yeah.
the notes for session one also have been sent. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
after the class, you can also refer those notes again properly.
Yeah. Sure.
That what has been actually sent, and then like revise and study on that basis only. Okay, so that will be great. And what are the keywords? So I will just give you that list. Yes. Okay. So
Mhm.
this is the Python keywords list. Okay. Also, we can actually get those keywords. So if you see, 1 second. Sh- Yes. Also, you can get this list by writing. import keyword and print
Okay.
keyword dot kw list. Okay. So this is the list of the our keywords. Like for example, false, none, true, as, assert, async, await, break, class, continue, def, del, elif, else, except, and finally for, from, global. Many such keywords are there. So the variable name, it should not contain these names. The variable name, they should not contain these keyword names. If they contain, then it will show an error. Okay. If we contain this, for example, if I write and equals to 5 and execute this, then it will be considered as an error. Okay. Invalid syntax. Why? Because and is a keyword. That's why. So that's why we don't use the Python variable. In that, we don't use any keyword. Okay. And there are the valid variable names and also the invalid variable names. You are able to see this interface, this Jupyter
Yeah.
Notebook interface.
Yeah.
So today we will be getting in to some more uh, other topics of Python. Uh, Before in our class, we just conducted mainly about what are the variables and how to write a comment. Okay. And what are the conditions for variables and uh, what are the ways through which we can denote or we can store the string value, string data type, or we can store numerical data type. Okay. So now we will study some more topics today. Now, one very important point to be noted herein is something very important. In Python, we have actually identifiers. In Python, we have identifiers. You can just understand this term, identifiers. What is the meaning of identifier? So, an identifier, it is it is like it means any name in Python program. Okay. Identifier means any name in Python. So it could be identifiers could be what it the very first one will be variable name. Variable name. So for example, we have x equals to or age equals to 25. So what is this age? Age is an identifier. Okay. And this variable name, it's a type of identifier. Okay. So variable is a type of identifier and age is a variable. Okay. But basically it's an identifier. Okay. So it's a variable identifier. Then second one is class name. Okay. So class name, we will define a class and we will also define the real world objects for that class. Okay. So that I will explain more in detail when we will talk about these classes and objects. But for now, you can understand that one type of identifier is class name. Okay. Then we have third type of identifier. What is that? List name. Okay. So again, you can for now you can just understand these names only. In detail, I will be explaining one by one. Okay. Then we have tuple name. Okay. Then the fifth one is set name. Okay. Then sixth one is dictionary name. Seventh one is function name. Okay. So these are the 7 types of identifiers. Variable name, class name, list name, tuple name, set name, dictionary name, and function name. Okay. For variable name, you already understood. So age is a variable. Okay. So, and variable is a type of identifier. Understood?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So in the Python variables, there are some more concepts we will cover in the Python variables. So what are they? We can assign many values to multiple variables. So for example, if I write x, comma, y, comma, z and equals to, uh, for example, if we write uh, orange, okay, then banana and apple. Okay. So the orange is assigned to the x variable, banana is assigned to the y variable, and apple is assigned to the z variable. Okay. So we can assign multiple values. We can assign multiple values to multiple variables respectively. Okay.
Can we
So now
assign
if you
different
wish to,
type also?
sorry.
Can we assign integer also?
Yeah, we
Orange,
can use
banana,
integer also.
3. Okay.
Yeah, we can use integer also. Yes, yes. So without, like, for example, on in the side of banana, we will write 3. Okay, we'll write 3. Then we will print x. Okay. Then sorry, print y and print z. Okay. Then we'll print it. You see? So orange 3, apple, it got all printed. So orange is assigned to x, 3 is assigned to y, and z is assigned to apple. Yeah, apple is assigned to the z variable. Okay. So in that way, we can assign multiple values to the multiple variables. Yes. And similarly, we can actually have some more, like if we can define any other variable also, a, b, and c, and then we can assign 10, 12, 13. Okay. Then we can print those values. So yes. So if we print a value, then so that is 10. Okay. In that way, we can assign multiple values. Also, we can assign one value to multiple variables. One value to multiple variables. How we can assign one value to multiple variables? So, what we have to use, for example, x equals to y and equals to z. Okay. So then we will equalize those all variables. So the content which is in the variable x, that is also the content of y, and the content which is in the y variable, that is also in the z variable. Okay, and what we are storing, for example, orange, this string value we are storing. Okay. So now if we wish to print, so if we print x value, okay, and if we print y value, so if we print y value, and if we print the z value.
Mm.
Yes. So if we print the z value, then again, because all the variables, they are containing same actually value. So then all the variables will actually give the output same. Okay. So orange, orange, orange. Understood this?
Yeah,
We
I
can
have
assign.
understood. I have small doubt.
Yeah.
In previous example, A, B, C equal to 10, 12, 13. This one.
This example is we are equating.
Yeah,
We are
yeah,
equating the value.
yeah, we are equating, but here we want to result, we are putting A only. If you put A, then you are getting output 10.
Yes.
Here in this example, you are printing all. Instead of printing all, printing X, Y, Z, X, Y, Z, if you put like this, you won't get result.
No, we can put like even if we put print X also, then also we'll
No,
get
no,
or
not print text,
Hmm.
just text.
Just X.
Yeah,
Oh, like that.
sometimes yeah.
Yeah, yeah, we will get. Yes, yes. Why not? We will get.
X, Y also. X,
Yeah, yeah.
X
Y also.
after,
Like
then
for
we get,
example, if I just put Y, so
no,
it
not
actually
only, all
Jupyter.
three,
Yeah,
all
yeah,
three,
yeah.
X,
So
Y,
if
Z.
at all we wish to print, see, usually in this Jupyter notebook, if we put like this X, okay,
Yeah,
so then we will get the value.
okay.
So,
So,
second. If
okay,
we print like this, then it will get the tuple. Okay. So in that way,
okay.
we will get all the values. But better, what you can do is you can just use the print function.
Print it.
That is the
Okay.
ideal method. Okay, you can
No,
use
no,
the
no.
print.
Sometimes we are putting without putting. Sometimes we are putting print, right? That's why I got that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes. For quickly, because Jupyter Notebook has this inbuilt thing. That's why very easily we can immediately just write that. And again, we don't have to write this print function. So that is that system is. But ideally, you
Oh,
can use this thing. It is ideal. Yeah. Yeah. And also, if we want to also give the output like multiple variables. For example, if I stored a string value that is Python, okay, and y equals to is and z equals to awesome, okay, and we wish to print in one line, okay. So how we can print x plus y plus z. So yeah. So if we just put some comma, sorry, some space, then it will give properly. Okay. So we can use also the plus. We can use this plus, uh, we can use symbol, and using this plus symbol, we can also print the values. Okay. So it even if the x variable is storing Python, y variable is storing is, and z is storing this awesome. But while using this plus symbol, we can also print this thing. Okay. But for example, if we are having the mixture, then we will use the comma. Okay. If we are having the mixture, then if we are having the mixture of string value and numerical value, then the best way is to do with the comma. Okay. Never use with the plus. Okay. It will show
yeah.
an error. Yeah. Okay. So completing this, then now currently we will get into the Python data types. We will get into Python data types. Yes. So now what are the in the Python there are some built-in some data types are there. So data types because Python is storing like data and there are different data types. So the very first type of data type is the text type. Okay, the text type which is string. Okay, and this string is actually used to store the text data such as names, words, or sentences or symbols. Okay, this string. And as I told, it can be done with the single quotation marks, or it could be done with the double quotation marks also. So any single quotation marks or double quotation marks. And what if we use triple quotation marks? What if we use the triple quotation marks? So triple quotation
Multi.
marks is used for the multi-line text to store multi-line text. So for example, we just saw before only for comments, but if you want to store multi-line text in like multi-line text, if you want to store in one variable, for example, if I just store x equals to or just text equals to, if we wish to store multi-line comments, so I'll just take this one line. This is another line. This is third line. Okay. So then this is a multi-line comment. Okay. So then the text, if we will print this, okay, if we print the text variable, so it will print like this. multi-line text. Okay. In this way, we can store. But if there is only single line, then we will use the double quotation mark or the single quotation mark. Yes, got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Then this is the string data. For the text type, we use string. Okay, and these are the ways. Now another data type is uh, the numerical value. Okay. So now for numerical types, there are actually three types in the numeric types. The very first one is integer type. Now integer, what actually it is? So it is stores uh, whole numbers. It is storing whole numbers. Okay, and it can store whole numbers, so that could be positive or negative. So it can be both. Whole number means it could be positive or negative, but without decimals. It should not have any decimal, the integer value. Okay. So this is one type of data, one type of the numerical value. So numeric data type. An example you can consider like a equals to 5 or b equals to -5. Okay. So these both are the integer value. Yes. And the second one is the float value. Okay. What is the meaning of float value? So it is storing the number. It stores the numbers with the decimal points. With the decimal points. So for example, x equals to 3.14 and y equals to some other value. Okay. And again, we can use even minus negative number also. So these values which are having the decimal points, those are considered to be the float value. So when we will print this float value, we will try to see the type of that. Then we will get, okay, this is the float value. For example, 3.14, this is the, we are storing in the x variable. And if we wish to print the type of this
Type X.
x, then if we will get that this is a float value. Okay, got it. So this is another data type. Then there is another numerical data type, that is complex value. Complex. So what is the complex value? No, complex number. So what is the complex number? Complex number, it is basically, it stores number with a real number, and an imaginary part. Okay, and at imaginary part using j. So for example, if we write p equals to 3 plus 5j, so this is a complex number. Okay, or q equals to 5j. Okay. So whenever we are adding this imaginary number, imaginary part, we are applying, or we are uh, using this we are using usually this j. So this is a complex number. Okay. So like for example, if I just print p equals to -5j, and if we print the type,
Okay.
okay. So this is what, this is a complex value. So we are using a real number. Okay, we are using a real number. And then we are adding, or we are also applying the imaginary part which is denoted by the j. Okay, so through that we can understand that this is a complex value. Okay, so these are the three types of the numerical value. One is the integer, second one is float, and third one is complex number. Got it? Any questions here? Okay. So these are the, first of all, string and then numerical value. Then we have also some special number systems are there. So there are some special number systems also uh, there. For example, we have the decimal type. We have decimal number system. And then we have binary number system. Then we have uh, octal number system, and we have hexadecimal number system. Okay, so these are some different types of number systems are there. And for example, if we have this decimal number system, so decimal number system, we have to understand that the base is actually 10. So what is the meaning of this? The base is 10. It means that this decimal number system which we use usually. Yeah. So basically when we use, like whenever we want to write any number, so like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So these are all the 10 numbers we will use. Okay. And with the combination of this only, we will create some more numbers. So this is a decimal number system, and the base is 10. The base is 10. Okay. And there is a like very like another, we will do some mathematical work also here to denote this decimal number system. And I will not be getting into very much details of it, but you have to just understand the basic thing. So decimal number system means these 10 numbers, yeah, they are included. Okay, from 0 to 9. From 0 to 9, these 10 numbers are included. So that is called decimal number system. Okay. Then we have another special type of number system, and that is binary. So binary is having the base 2. That means 0 and 1. Okay, zeros and ones. And usually to denote the binary number system in Python, to denote binary number system in Python, how we will denote binary number system in Python? So whenever we wish to denote this binary system, we will apply one prefix. We will apply one prefix to it. So what is that prefix? Like 0b, or it could be 0 capital P. So binary system is usually this binary number system is actually foundation of all the computer system. So the computers, they will understand only in the binary numbers. Okay. So whenever we have some high level language, the interpreter will use the interpreter, its work is to convert it into binary number system. Okay. So that the computer can understand. So in Python, whenever we wish to denote a binary number system, we will have only the base is only two. Means it could be zeros or one. The combination of that only the number binary number should be there. Okay, with the combination of this only the sequence of numbers. Okay, and in that also that binary number should be actually should have one prefix that is 0b or 0 capital B. Okay. So for example, I will give you one binary number I will give. So this is the binary number. Okay. So this is the binary number. And this binary number is actually telling, so this binary number is actually it equals to 42. Okay. So to represent this number 42, if we use the binary number system, this is the way. Okay. And if you see in Python, then we are using this Python prefix 0b. And then only we are writing 1010, which means 42. Okay. Which means in decimal number system, that is 42. Okay. So if we write 42 means computer, how it understands like this 101010. In that way it understands the computer. Okay. It is translated into that. Or if we could also put one prefix that is capital B. So both are same only. Okay. So this is the binary number system. Then we have also the octal number system. And what is the base, or how many numbers are included in the octal number system? So 8 numbers are included. And what are they? The digits are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. And this octal number system, it was actually used in like before it was used in computing, not now. Currently, it is very less common, okay, to use this octal number system. And in Python, if you actually denote the any such number, if we want to denote any number in the octal number system, Then the prefix which we will use, the prefix we will use to denote that octal number system will be uh, 0 and O, 0 and O, or it could be 0 and or 0 and capital O. So through this only we can understand, we can use the Python prefix. We can actually denote the octal number. So for example, if we want to denote the number 42, if we wish to denote the number 42. So how we will denote this in octal number system? We will write 0, then O, 52, 52. Okay. So 52, and then the output will be 42. Okay. So there is the whole system. There is a method, there is a mathematical way through which we can actually get the 42 number. So what is that mathematical way? So what happens usually, each position represents a power of 8. Okay. Each position represents a power of 8. So then we will actually compute this properly. So this each position, the position 1 and then position 0. So we will compute that, and then we will be getting the value 42. Okay, so there is still some different mathematical system is there to get this 42 value. But basically the main understanding is that if we want to denote this octal number system in Python, then first of all we have to use this Python prefix, and then we have to write the number, the combination of number only from these values, only from the 0 to 7 values. Then only we will denote all types of numbers like 42 or some other number. Okay. Yes. So this is the octal number system. And like for example, if we use this only, if we use, okay. So for example, this thing, and how this octal number is actually denoting 42. So this is the way. I will just show to you. So this is the way. First of all, for the value 5, we have to multiply it with the 8 and the power is 1. Okay. Because why? Because the power of why the position of the 5 is actually 1. Okay. The position of 5 is 1, and that will be the power of the 8. Okay. And we will multiply with the 5. So it will become 40. And then we will multiply 2 into 8 to the power of 0, to the power of 0. Why? Because 2 is actually in the place in the 0 position. So then we will get 2. So then if we plus this value 40 plus 2, we will get 42. So this through this we will so through this only we get 42. This is octal number system. Then similarly we have hexadecimal system. What is the hexadecimal system and what is the base? Base means how many numbers are there. The numbers are 16. Hexadecimal consists of 16 numbers, 16 values. And this hexadecimal is used in programming. It is used in programming, in any programming system you can understand, in Java, even in the web development. Okay, so PHP or some other many such programming languages which are used for web development. So this hexadecimal will be used. And why this will be used? So it will be used for denoting colors. It will be mainly used for denoting the colors. Okay, if we want to have the color of that place in the web page, some color if we want to have, then we will use some values. We will use hexadecimal number system. So what are the 16 values which we can use in the hexadecimal? So the digits, among the digits we have 0 to 9. So 0 to 9. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are the 10 values. Okay. And also we can use in the alphabets, we can use A, B, and C, D, E, and F. Okay. So these are the five, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So these are the 6 values. And where we can consider that A is actually 10. Okay. B is 11. Okay. And C is 12. And D is 13, E is 14, like that. Okay. So these are the 16 numbers, which 16 values which we can use. And what is the prefix for denoting hexadecimal system? So that is 0x or 0 capital X, 0 capital X. Okay. For example, if I just give you one example, 0x2a, 0x2a. So this 0x2a, what is the output will be 42. So we can represent 42 in hexadecimal system by this. The Python prefix is 0x or 0 capital X, and 2a, through that only we will get a 42 number. So again, there is a actually one system is there through which we can get the number 42. So each position is represents a power 16. Each position represents a power of 16. And how we can get the number 42? So through this computation. Okay, so we'll multiply 2 into 16 and the power of 2, that is 1. Then we will get 32. And then we will multiply the A. So what is the A? A is the 10. Okay, 1, 0, 10. And we will multiply that with the 16. Okay, and the power will be 0 because the power of A, the position is 0 of A. That's why. Okay, and then we will get the value 10. Then we will add these values. Then we'll get 32 plus 10, that is 42. So these are the special number systems. Okay. And through this only we will denote the colors. We will write the colors. Yeah. I hope it is understood for you.
Yeah, I understand.
Then we have another type of data type. So that is Boolean type. And what is Boolean type? That is true and false. True and false. Okay. So true, it could be true value or it could be false value. Only two possible values are there in the Boolean data type. And why this name is there Boolean? So because it is named after one great mathematician. So his name was George Boole. His name was George Boole, and from there, from his surname only, this Boolean, this word came. Okay, so he was a great
Is this
mathematician.
another data type?
Yeah, this is another data type. Yes,
Okay.
this is another data type, that is Boolean type. Okay, and it is consisting of only two values, that is true or false.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. And one very important thing is there that this true and false. Okay. This true and false, they must be capitalized. Okay. We cannot write like this. Okay. Like true or false. This is wrong. Okay. We have to always capitalize the first value. So for example, if we take some example, um, so is raining. Okay. Is the score raining equals to true. Okay, so we have to write the capital true. Or if we take some other like some code example which will give the output as true, then we will take age equals to 20 and is adult equals to age greater than equal to 18. Okay, and then we will print is adult. Okay, so what it is doing, so it is actually the age variable we have stored 20 value and we have taken another variable is adult and we have done the we are actually checking that the age whether it is actually greater than or equal to 18. So that value of that value of 20, that value of age that is 20, is it greater than 18 or equal to 18? So that value will be stored as a Boolean value in the variable is adult. So if we print this, then what value it will give? True. Okay. But if we change it to something else, so if we change it to 21, then it will give false. Okay. So this is the Boolean value. Okay. Then we have another data types. So that is called sequence data types. Sequence data types. Okay. So sequence types are the data types that store collections of items in a specific order. Okay. So sequence types, they store, okay, just, yeah, you see. Sequence types are the data types that store collection of items. Means there are many items actually, not just one item. Okay, now we were actually storing only one value in one variable. Okay, but actually sequence types, they are some data types which will store actually many values. So, okay, it will store collection of items in a specific order. Okay, in a specific order. What is the meaning of like specific order? Specific order means the order through which we define. So whenever we are writing some code and we are defining that variable. And at that time when we are writing the values in that data, in those variables. So through the way through which we have arranged those data in that specific order only Python will understand. Okay, so for example, if we have taken um, the list, okay, so if we have taken the list one equals to, if we one, two, three, and four, okay. So the way we have defined, so one, two, three, four, okay. So the Python will also take those values in that specific order only. If I make the order like this, if I write 4 first and then write 1 in the last, so Python will take that fourth is in the zeroth position. Okay, and second, the two value is in the first position, and third, this three value is in the second position, and one is in the third position. Okay, so when I will be discussing about the indexing and position, so that time I will explain more about this. That the position is considered to be zero first, and then one, then two, and three. So through the way in which we have defined the order, Python will understand in that way only. Okay, even though one comes before two, but still Python will understand that the one value is on the third position. Okay. So in that way, it will understand. Now, sequence types. Okay, so sequence types means it's the data types which store collection of items in a specific order. So how many types of sequence types are there? So how many types are there of sequence data types? There are four types. There are four types of sequence types or sequence data types. So the very first one is string. Okay. Second one is the uh, list. Second one is list. And third one is tuple. Okay. And the fourth one is range. Okay. So these are the four types of sequence data type. These are the four types of sequence data type. And they will store collection of items in a specific order. Okay. Yes. And these are the sequence types. They are again divided into two types. These are again divided into two types. So what are they? Mutable and immutable. Mutable and immutable. So what is the meaning of mutable? Mutable means changeable. Mutable means changeable. So changeable, it means that it can perform the actions. We can perform the actions. What are they? We can perform the following actions. So first one is insert. Second one is update. And third one is delete. Okay. So there are many more actually actions can be performed in these mutable types. Okay. So first of all, you understand that there are four types of sequence data type. That is string, list, tuple, range. Okay. Now these sequence type, these four types of these sequence types, they are actually divided based on the two types. What are they? Mutable sequence types and immutable sequence types. Okay. So now we will understand which are the mutable and which are immutable. So first of all, mutable means it is changeable or it can be modified. Okay. So we can perform the following action. It must perform the following actions. What are they? we can insert, okay, we can insert any new value in those collection of items. Okay. So for example, the list is there. So this list is actually mutable. List is mutable. And we can insert a new value to this list. Okay. And we can update also. We can update also any new value. For example, we can change the value 4 to 5. We can delete, we can change this value 4 to 5. Okay. And also third action we can perform, that we can delete. We can actually delete some value. So if we wish to delete any value in any index or any position, for example, the value on the first position, that is 2, we can delete that. Okay. So it is mutable. Mutable means changeable. We can perform some operations. We can perform some changes in that sequence type. Okay. Yeah. So the list is basically mutable. Okay. Mutable. So the list sequence type, it is mutable or changeable. And the other, okay, and the other sequence types, those are the tuple and string and range. Okay, so these are immutable. These are immutable. What is the meaning of immutable? It means that we cannot perform above actions. We cannot perform above actions such as insert, update, and delete. We cannot perform to the tuple, string, and range. Okay, so don't worry. Currently, I'm just explaining the conceptual part. Okay, concept you have to understand. Then practical implementation, I will explain more examples and more code examples. I will explain. Then you will understand how this is actually working. So in list, actually, we can insert, update, and delete. But in tuple and string and range, once it is defined, so we cannot actually do the insertion or insert a new data value or update any value, or we can delete any value. Okay, it is not possible in those three. Yes. Okay. And all sequence types, these all sequence types means all these 4 data types, they are the ordered collection. They are ordered collection. All sequence types are ordered collection. What is the meaning of ordered collection? Ordered collection means in which we have defined them, in which we have, in the manner, in the manner we have or in the manner or in the manner we have defined them. Okay. So like that we can understand. So in the manner we have defined them, in that way only it is understood. Okay. The list, or it could be the tuple or string or range. So in the way we have defined them, in that way only it will be defined. Okay. So that's why they are considered to be ordered collection. Okay. So it will be understood in that way. Yes. Now the list, okay, the list which is mutable, it is usually denoted whenever we want to define the list. So we will denote it by using the square brackets. We will use the square brackets. If we want to define the list, that at that time we will use the square brackets. Okay. And the tuple. Okay, so the tuple, if we wish to define, then we will use the curve brackets. Okay, tuple, we will use the curve brackets. And if we want to define the string value, then already I have explained that is double quotation marks or the single quotation marks. And for multi-line comments, multi-line string text, we can use triple quotation marks. Okay. So these are some of the ways. And for the range, so for range, we will use range brackets. Okay. So range and brackets. So these are the ways through which we can denote those things, those sequence types. These are the symbols. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, for list, tuple, string, and range, I will be giving some practical examples and also some more practical implementation we will see. For now, I just explained about mutable and immutable, but exactly what actions can be performed on the list and what actions can be performed on the tuple and string and range and what actions cannot be performed on this tuple, string and range. So that we will see gradually. Okay. But this much understanding, I hope you have understood this much. Yes.
Yeah.
The symbols and how we can denote these things. Is it clear to you, or is it any questions
Yeah,
do you
it
have?
is clear. It
Clear
is
now?
clear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, so don't worry if there is something which is like not understood like fully, because the topic, for example, the list tuple string, we will be getting into the methods. Okay, we will be getting into the what operations can be performed using this. Then only complete understanding will come. What is actually list? But you should understand means sequence types are these data types that will store collection of items, not just one value, but it will store collection of items in a specific order. Okay, so that is what uh, sequence types is are. They are. So these are the four sequence types. Okay, fine. So tomorrow we will get into more of the details of this, and also some more uh, data types are there. So that is one is mapping data type, that is dictionary. So dictionary we will use for key and value pairs. To define that we will use. Okay. And then we also have sets. Okay. So set is there. Then we have frozen set. What is the meaning of that and how can we denote the set? Okay. And then dictionaries. And also we will understand the none type. Okay. None. So this data type also we will understand. And with this data types will be completed. Okay. So today I've explained only the sequence types, Boolean type, and the numerical
Hexagon.
string. Okay. This much. And tomorrow we will cover the intricacies of all this. We will cover intricacies of list, tuple, string, range, and dictionary and sets and none type. Okay. We'll cover this fully. And also I will explain some more methods of each thing, each one. So then data types will be completely over. Okay. Then gradually we will get into some more topics on that. Yeah. So in upcoming classes, I will explain. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So if there are any questions you can ask for any more clarification, I will explain. Yes. I hope it is understandable.
Yeah, it is
Explaining it
good.
is understandable, no? Clearly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So based on whatever I have taught today, I will give you some assignment. Okay, some
Okay.
quizzes I will give you. You can attempt
Okay.
it in your spare time, and
Okay.
so it is the quiz will be I think auto evaluated. I have to see in LMS it can be possible.
Okay.
So after you have completed the quiz, then auto evaluation will be done. So you can see how much you have done it correctly.
Okay, sure.
And also I will share the notes of today's. Okay, so whatever
Okay.
notes are there, I will share with you in the group chat only. Okay, fine. So we will conclude
Yeah.
here.
Okay, thank you.